Hi, it's Alan here again for Circumedia Youth Circus Home Edition. Today we're going to do another juggling video looking at juggling balls. Now that we've had some time to practice with our scarves, it's time to go back to our juggling balls. It's the exact same patterns. So it's really important with juggling balls that we don't throw them too high or too low. We should never throw our juggling balls higher than we can reach above our head with our hand, and they should always go a little bit higher than our chin. So remember, 2 balls, elbows tucked into our sides, palms upwards, and we do our little scooping action. 1, 2, catch, catch. 1, 2, catch, catch, just like that. And we want to practice on both sides, so left hand first and right hand first, just like that. Now, our third ball. Just like with scarves, we're going to hold 2 balls in one of our hands and 1 ball in the other hand. I normally throw the ball that's resting on my fingertips first. Then I throw the second ball, which is the one that starts off all by itself, and then the third ball is the one at the base of my first hand. The exact same pattern we do with the scarves. 1, 2, 3, and let them fall on the floor. Because like I said with the scarves, the most important thing is the throws. Now that we've practiced that first pattern, 1, 2, 3, drop, 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 we go through the same sequence that we did with the scarves. So 1, 2, catch number 1, and then 3. 1, 2, catch number 1, 3, catch number 2. So now that we've practiced all those patterns again, it's time to put it all together and learn how to juggle 3 balls continuously. Now remember, each ball should go roughly the same height. We want a nice consistent pattern because that will make catching much, much easier. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It will come, but it will take lots and lots of practice. Some common mistakes that happen when we're learning to juggle 3 balls. The most common one is that our hands start to come up in the air like this, and we end up juggling and hitting the ceiling if we're inside, or if we're outside, just juggling with our hands fully up in the air. So as difficult as it is, try and keep your elbows down and your hands around the level of your waist. Relax. Another common problem is our juggling balls come really close together because our hands are right here in the middle. And when that happens, it's really common for the juggling balls to hit each other and bounce off. So again, try to keep your hands nice and wide and relax. Now, one of the most common things that happens when we're learning to juggle is instead of juggling in a nice sideways pattern like this, going from left to right, people start to juggle like this, punching their hands forwards and flicking the balls backwards until eventually they end up flying back over our heads. So it's really, really important to try and do little circles like this with our hands, not forward and backward circles like we're a steam train. For a little variety while we're learning how to juggle 3 balls, we can also start to learn how to juggle 2 balls in one hand. So I start with my juggling balls like this. Again, I throw the one on my fingertips first, and then the one at the base of my hand second. I juggle in an outward circle, so I go up the middle and down the outside. And again, just like with 3-ball juggling, I'm trying to keep the balls a consistent height. Just over the top of my head is best. Once I can do it in my dominant hand, the hand that I write with, I try and learn it in my other hand. Now, the great thing about learning this trick is that it leads directly into juggling 4 balls. And if we want to make it look a little bit more complicated, we can juggle it in a syncopated pattern. Just like that. So it's just a little exercise that can help with your throwing and catching, and it builds directly into the next step of juggling. Give it a go. And that's it for Introduction to Juggling videos. You now have everything you need to learn how to juggle 3 balls. For some people, they'll learn it in a few days. Other people might take a few weeks, but that's okay. We all learn at our own paces. Keep an eye out for future videos coming from Els and Tom for more advanced tricks. And I might feature in there some places as well. Bye!
Do try this at home.